Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I will be looking at Lessons in Magecraft number 6, Runes by Otaku Daikun. So yeah, the link to this video and his channel will be in the description. So yeah, we'll just be looking at the runes today. So yeah, last time we looked at the magic, what was it? The magic circuits and crest. Yeah, that's what it was. So yeah, just for like an example, Rin, she had one of those crests, that's I think passed down, from generation to generation. So, prime example there, Ren. And then also just showing us, more about the magic circuits. So, yeah, really, yeah, this is really helping me out, like how I said before. Like, yeah, looking at this, little lessons, little mini series, I guess you could call it. Yeah, this really helps me out, learn more about the Grail War and just certain things that they use, just like the magic crest, or yeah, the magic crest and the circuits. So yeah, here we go with the runes. I don't think they've shown much of this, unless I really got to see it. So yeah, I'm gonna just be looking at what he's going to show us, and I'll probably just remember it. But yeah, other than that, I don't got much else to say. So if you guys will enjoy this, make sure to like, subscribe, and let's just get this reaction started. Took what they gave me, did all the favors, they never repay me. It worked in my favor, cause nobody.
Brand new whip, got no keys. Tell them my clothes, no starch, please. Soon as you can go, leave. Got M's in the bank, like yes, indeed. Cartier glasses, I won't even peek at you. Yellow Ferrari, like Pikachu. I got him waiting and watching what he gon' do. Tryna pee what I do, tryna steal my moves.
Okay, and here we are with number 6.
I covered both the magical circuits engraved upon a mage's soul and the symbolic crests mage families use to transfer their knowledge from one generation to another.
Oh yeah, so yeah, one generation to another.
Are most closely related to an ancient form of thaumaturgy known as rune magecraft. Both share commonality in their use of symbology, the imbuing of world-shaping forces into letters and symbols. Runes as we know them originated in Scandinavia during the Age of Gods as a written language used by Norse
Scandinavian Lost Belt, right?
Rather than being merely letters for communication between
like I said, I don't think I've seen this before.
Cosmic powers.
I mean, I had to see more, but I don't think I've really seen much of it.
Rune means both letter and mystery. In short, they are symbols tied to supernatural aspects of our physical world, and can be invoked to cast spells based upon what they symbolize. According to Norse mythology, the runes were native to the Well of Erd and would only reveal themselves to those worthy of their powers.
And I'm guessing this guy right here just uses it the most. I guess because you're just showing him the most.
Into the well after piercing himself with his spear, hanging precariously from a branch of Yggdrasil. He stared into the depths for 9 days and nights, accepting no help from other gods, until finally seeing the rune's shapes.
Yes, it just didn't want anybody's help, just do it on his own.
It's difficult to discern the absolute truth.
And yeah, definitely did pay off in time.
Leading the Mages Association to believe that perhaps the runes were not discovered by Odin, but in fact created by him.
Oh.
This lacks certainty, however. Rune
so he was the one who actually created it instead of
its affiliates. There
just
are only
making it out of nowhere.
Mages who use them. The runes used today are, at best, pale imitations of Odin's primeval runes. Nonetheless, these modern runes are used frequently by Celtic mages, such as Bizet Fraga Mikremitz and the likes of Toko
Yeah, I'm not remembering that name.
This is because they are heavily rooted in Norse and Celtic culture, and using them requires profound understanding of their meaning. If mastered, however, rune magic can be exceptionally useful. In practice, runes are most effective when inscribed directly onto a mage's target, but they will also function at a distance, so long as the target lacks magical resistance. Runes are versatile, each one having various meanings that can be interpreted to a degree, allowing spells to take the shape their casters imagine them to be. Each symbol is not necessarily indicative of a given spell. Rather, they can be combined in different orders to create more complex spells. For instance, combined runes are able to create bounded fields.
Oh yeah, those fields that be
most of the craft.
I remember those.
Talented ancient mages like Skahak have knowledge of potentially older runes. As I mentioned before, however, Mages hoping to utilize them now must rely upon modern runes that imitate the old. Our best way to understand
So
them
yeah, there's
is to go
sort of
over
like
the various examples
imitations
in
and
which
like I
they're
said, like the
used.
pale
One of the
version
most
of
quintessential
it.
runes is
So not the
Aces,
complete,
which is
but
the rune of order.
similar to it.
Essentially, it represents bringing order to the world through language. Toko Awazaki once used this rune in an attempt to dispel the mischievous wraiths haunting Shiki Ryogi. The effect was a purifying flame, which ultimately failed, because the wraith's body was inhabiting a deceased mage who could resist it. To
Oh yeah,
disperse
not
both himself
magical
and
resistance,
the Einsburn
right?
Castle,
Yeah.
Irish legend Ku
Won't be able to do much with
invoked
that.
Ansuz to ignite the entire building. Algiz is a rune that symbolizes elk. Its connection with the gods invokes a higher presence to protect one from hidden dangers. Not This is a rune that symbolizes necessity. It is connected with resistance, which holds forms together. Ingaz is a rune that symbolizes seeds.
Well, I mean,
It
they
is
don't look
associated with
too
separation
complicated,
and
right?
isolation,
Just
allowing beings
looking
to
at the symbols
transcend to higher
itself.
states. When all four of these
But I'm pretty
runes
sure,
are
yeah,
used
once
in
you have
proper
to
succession,
really make them,
mages
yeah,
are
it's gonna
able to
be
cast Ath
pretty
Ngabala,
complicated to make
a
them.
spell that curses two combatants to fight one another without refusal. It was most used by Cuchulainn and the Knights of the Red Branch in establishing a proper battlefield for duels. Birkenau is a rune that symbolizes the birch goddess. With the dawn of spring, the first tree to awaken
So
is the birch,
yeah, this one should be easiest
representing
to
the cycle
remember
of
because it has the
birth,
B,
death,
you
and
know,
rebirth.
sort of.
In practice, Cuchulainn has used this rune to track targets by casting stones. Ewaz is a rune that symbolizes the horse. It represents the contrast between mind and body, granting strength to vehicles used for travel. By inscribing this onto her gloves, Bazette is able to harden her fists enough to crush human heads in a single punch.
Okay, so there's like green and red ones.
Kenaz is a rune
So like,
that
do the red
symbolizes the
ones, do they
torch.
mean something different,
It is
or
associated with knowledge,
that's just the color of
intellect,
them?
and illumination. Bazette is able to use this rune to enhance her own vision. Suilo is a rune that symbolizes the sun, functioning as a rune of fire. Tiwaz is a rune that symbolizes divine justice, named after the god Tyr. Thorizas is a rune that
Okay,
symbolizes
hold on.
giants.
He giving us a
It
little
imbues
too
the
much
same
right now.
strength
Hold
and
on.
energy as Thor's Mjolnir hammer. Wanjo is a rune that
Okay.
symbolizes joy, harmony, and the soul's will to achieve perfection. Gebu is a
Yeah,
rune that
okay, hold on.
symbolizes a gift. It is
Yeah,
the
if you
same
guys
rune symbol
could
appropriated to
give me
represent
like
holiday
in the
of
comments
Christmas.
down like a
It
list or something
invokes
of these,
sacrifice
because
and fair exchange.
either that or I just go back
Agilus
and
is a
just look
rune
at
that
them.
symbolizes hailstone, an embodiment of
Yeah, because
destruction,
he's giving me a little
crisis,
too
and
much right now.
catastrophe. Rideho is a rune that symbolizes a wagon. It represents freedom,
So
travel,
wagon,
and
freedom.
journeying. Issa is a rune that symbolizes ice, embodying stillness in the
Well, I guess I
duration
can
of
remember
peace
that.
and
It's
serenity.
ice. Okay, yeah.
Yera
Both
is a rune that
three-letter
symbolizes
words.
the year, more practically the harvest and annual cycles. Perthrow is a rune that symbolizes the unknown. It pertains most to matters of fate and fortune. Uwas is a rune that symbolizes you, referring to the tree Yggdrasil. It more generally pertains to timelessness and immortality. Fehu is a rune that symbolizes cattle. It pertains to property, beginnings, and wealth. Uras is a rune that symbolizes Aurochs. It is associated with formation, as it applies to structure, health, and solidarity. Manas
There's
is a
still
rune that
more.
symbolizes mankind. It embodies all
Okay,
aspects
how much
of
was that? Like
humanity.
15 so far?
Lagos is a rune that symbolizes water, more
Okay.
broadly referring to the subconscious, dreams, and imagination. Degas is a rune that symbolizes the day. It is associated with awakenings and enlightenment.
Okay, Dagus
And
Day.
lastly,
Okay.
there is Othala,
Oh,
a
lastly.
rune that symbolizes the homeland. It is a source of power coming from the estate and one's ancestry. It is the rune most approximate to a magic crest. Strangely enough, not all spells involved with rune magecraft actually require the use of a specific letter. Gundo is a
okay.
Scandinavian curse that technically belongs to this category, even though it operates by releasing the curse from its user's index finger. While Rin Tosaka is often seen using it, the curse is actually most practiced by the Edelfelt lineage, being some of the best Gundo users across the globe. In summation, it is possible to contain magical energy into culturally significant symbols that, when invoked, will cast spells based on their meaning. Runes are the dominant form of this symbology, originating from Scandinavia and heavily influencing Celtic myth as well. It is the go-to practice of Magecraft for Irish warriors, such as Cuchulainn, Skahak, and Bazet, and certainly a key asset for Germanic heroes, such as Sigurd and Brynhild. All this considered, Rune Magecraft remains one of the less popular forms practiced within the association.
Yeah, definitely, because I have not seen this much.
Move on, it will be imperative to discuss the Mages Association itself, focusing on the various departments.
Oh, so actually,
groups within.
I've seen this one already. So basically, I've caught up by now, and yeah, that should be it for this one. So yeah, I've caught up by now. I don't know if I actually will probably skip next week, or if I just look at number 8. But yeah, I've caught up by now to the one I've looked at. It's just, I know at first people were just saying like, look at, what was it? Yeah, the mages, or no, it was a clock tower actually that I looked at. So yeah, basically that was like the first one that I looked at, just because yeah, people were saying like, yeah, I might need to know that so I could understand like these lore videos more too, you know, just at least have a little bit, you know, background on certain things, so I'd know more about the lore videos, you know, like the Scandinavian, just for example. But well, actually, yeah, speaking of Scandinavian, yeah, at least if I can at least remember that, then I'll know like, okay, yeah, they, or at least it would have something to do with runes, you know, just little things, because I just have those little things, so where it's like, yeah, okay, at least I know someone like, yeah, her, I forgot what her name was, but I do remember she was a part of one of the Lost Belts. But yeah, as long as I can remember someone like her, now I'll be like, okay, yeah, she used some of the runes. And also one more thing, like I said, if you guys could in the comments just put these down and just say, you know, like certain little, just like, I mean, you don't gotta make it too detailed, but if you want to, you can. But just some little, like a little bit, just so I can remember, like, yeah, what they represent. Like, where was it? Well, that one, okay, at least I can remember that because that was the last one. But like the homeland, right? Something like that, you know, that it represents. But oh yeah, Issa, yeah, Issa, ice. You know, I can easily remember that. They're both 3-letter words, so just something easy to remember. And if not, y'all, you can just make it detailed. But anyways, I might even look back at it myself anyways. But that was a good little lesson. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna probably remember all of this, because yeah, like I said, they're not really not most popular. And yeah, I mean, I really don't see anybody use the runes much anyway, so you know, but at least I'll know them at least, and know like, yeah, what certain ones represent, you know. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much about it. So I hope you guys did enjoy this. Make sure to like, subscribe again, and y'all see you guys in the next one.